I'm making this video now ever since we heard about the Memorial Edition Gokai Saber as well as the Gokai Gun. And I've got a feeling very soon we will see the Memorial Gokai Spear. And I think this is going to be one of the biggest things. And like the other things that we're getting with the Memorial Editions is going to be the Dawn Blaster. And I think we're going to get the actual sword at the same time. Now, seeing as I talked about this a little while ago, I knew exactly what is going to come out. And it feels like now that Premium Bandai or Bandai of Japan are going to go down the road of if it's in the Sentai, it's going to come out. And this is a good thing and a bad thing, depending on your favorite season and stuff. I feel like now we're going to get a proper morphers and weapons, which I've always said is going to be the biggest thing to come out of this sort of stuff, which I feel is the thing that we need right now. So either it be the spear coming out, which is going to be a long version, and it'd be very interesting to see how that's going to be, because that spear was quite long. The DX version you could easily put in a box and it wasn't that big. And again, would they do it to the full size? I highly doubt that they would do it full like Gokai Spear size whatsoever, but I feel like it could be a lot longer and it may come in multiple parts. So rather than a big box version that we've seen like with some products, like say the Power Rangers one with the power sword, etc, etc, I feel like this could be a screw apart where you just take it apart and then put it together if you wanted to, and then it's kind of built at the hilt or whatever it is. And I feel like that's a pretty cool way of going. Now with the Dawn Blaster, and I think they're going to do the Zanglassword, which would be quite cool because, you know, if the Gokai Saber sells well, you know that they're going to do it. Like Zenkaija, probably the pistol, the Gatling probably sold really, really well, that they're going to go down and they pick that up and make that. So I feel like what we're going to get with Dawn Brothers is exactly the same. We're probably getting the Morpher, the Dawn Blaster, and the sword would be the most easiest thing. So let's kind of look at these products so you know exactly what they are. They've not been released, but we're talking about them. First of all, the actual spear. Looking at this one, if it was exactly the way it is, like, it's quite a long one, and I think that if there are parts on it that you could just screw it together and it would actually be fine. And I think that you would need that if you were to make the blaster. So I know this is the Fig Arts version, but if you can imagine that one, and then obviously you would take that part out, extend it a little bit, and therefore you'd actually have the proper one. I don't think it'd be that hard, because they would just look back at how, say, the toy was made and then just kind of do it that way, turn it around, you know, use it as a blaster, and it would be really easy to do. Looking here, like, the way that I think you were able to tell is that if the Green Ranger key didn't come with the mobiles, or the cellular, sorry, but if it didn't come with the cellular, then that would be the most perfect time to go, shit, we're getting the spear. But obviously they wanted to put all the keys together, because I have a feeling that they didn't really think this far ahead, or if that we were going to get this at all. So seeing it in like gun mode or something like that, I think it'd be really easy enough to do. And then obviously you can then say take this part and then add in the actual spear. I don't think it'd be that hard to do, and it'd be very interesting if they will actually do it. Now the Dawn Blaster, again, I think would be a perfect fit that you would get, say, Don Momotaro's one, and then maybe you'd get something a bit later on. But I feel like if you were to release the Dawn Blaster right now, or the Memorial one, then you would get, say, 1 or 2 gears. Maybe you would get the Zenkaija one. I think that would be kind of cool. Maybe Zenkai Black. But if you were to kind of double it with the Zanglassword, I feel like this would be a perfect way of having all the kind of keys, all the gears and stuff like that, which would go well with it. And I think that's one thing that I would like to see. I think this is going to get expensive, but it does kind of bring up one important question that I want to ask. Obviously, the toys are a lot cheaper to get hold of right now because they're not made for collectors. But if they were to do this as a memorial thing every single time, would you want to buy this? Now, this does bring up the question of, would you want to wait? And I think maybe if you really like the toy and you wanted to collect all the gears or whatever like accessories that they've got now, I think it would be really cool to kind of do that. For me, I think I would buy what I like. So I'm going to buy the Zenkai glass sword. I'm going to buy I've already got the Dawn Blaster. If they release these a little bit later on, I feel that I would want to buy the Memorial. I really have been enjoying Dawn Brothers, so buying something like the Blaster I think would be kind of cool. I love the sounds, I love everything in it, and I think that I would just drop money on this and start saving. I would kind of think about it as the same thing as, like, say what the legendary Mobiris would be, or at least say the Gatlinger. That's the one I kind of really would like to see how much money it would be, and then just put that much money aside, and then as soon as they're announced, just drop the money like it's hot. And that's something that I might actually do. Put aside some money, say, hey, this is what I want to do. But yeah, I'm kind of really excited that if we do the Memorial stuff, would I buy them? Yeah, if I like the series or not. I'm not going to buy every single one, but the series that I like automatically, yeah. I've already got the Memorial Mobiris, the Cellular, and the second key set, which again, you want to check out the Mobiris review, link is in the description. The Cellular, the other keys, I'll do reviews of that when I can, because I've got a cold and I don't feel that well to produce videos of high quality, because I'd rather feel a lot better and have a bit more time. But you know, as soon as these are all up, they're going to be interesting ones. You've got the add-on for the Cellular, which again would bring up more stuff. So I'm very excited to get all of this sort of stuff. I really want it. I'm really happy with it. I can't wait for a lot of this sort of stuff. And is it going to be something that I'm happy with? Yeah, I am. So question is, would you buy the Memorial stuff, or are you going to leave it? Let me know down below in the comments, and I'll see you later.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。